Join the State 16 community webinar, live on Zoom, July 22 at 20x Israel time. Explore robotics, embodied intelligence, guardrails, open robotics ecosystems, and production-grade physical AI with leading experts. Register now and save your spot.
We share the screen, and Omri is a great Israeli mind, also from Israel. So again, thanks for joining us at this late hour. Omri is the CTO of SPHERA Robotics, which is a platform supporting the AI-driven robots and drones from development to the deployment phase, and the operator training, which is really cool. You see now the movie, which show what the operator see at the training. And Omri is backed by a computer science background and 8 years of experience engineering physical AI-driven autonomous system in the defense industry. So its core expertise spans from computer vision, SLAM, autonomous navigation, and of course, high fidelity simulation. This is amazing simulation, what you share with us. So Omri, the stage is yours. Thanks for joining us today. We will listen you carefully.
Thank you very much, Barak. Let me know just that you see my screen.
Yes, we see the video. It is running here and it is amazing. I think that I recognize this ship.
Okay, great. So I am going to be brief, and really everything that we saw this far was amazing. My esteemed colleague talked about very high level, very high-end stuff. I want to share with you some of my experience. I spent the last 10 years in R&D for any robotic platforms that you might think of, from drones to walking robots to all-terrain rovers and many more. I will briefly talk about SPHERA, and I will offer my experience to you in the very dramatic title I chose, which is Digital Scars Forging Resilient Physical AI in the SPHERA Crucible. I think you will understand what I'm talking about once we go through, and please let me know if you have any questions. I think I'll have enough time to just ignite your interest, and feel free to contact me for further information. So very briefly, as Barak already told you, SPHERA is the simulation software by Robotican. Robotican is an Israeli autonomous robotics company established over a decade ago. SPHERA is actually an internal tool that we started building for our own development. So very long time ago, we already did what today is called physical AI. We just then we called it image processing and policy training and good old reinforcement learning. But now the same policies, the same kind of training systems and methods are more complex, and they train a higher level of intelligent policies. And so we need to keep going and keep improving our way of enabling those things to train. And of course, the thing we go to first is the simulation stack. And we really hope that this is enough for us to do as much stuff as possible before we have to go and use the actual robot. So just quick word about SPHERA. SPHERA is meant not only for drones, it's also for many types of robots. It enables you to generate your environment, which could be very very dynamic with many different entities and different kind of scenarios. This is an example of prompt build train. We have in this example an agent that just you tell him what you need to train on, and it immediately generates the environment, generate the assets, the actors, and enables you as an AI agent or as an operator, as a human operator, to train on this simulation. And so this is the main idea, as you might understand. And after a while, this thing the word got out, and our customers said they also need this kind of things to train for their policies and for their even for humans. So this is also for human training, not only for AI. And so nowadays we support many customers around the world that need very high-end system to train on before they go into the field. And now I'm going to get into the SCAR phase. So till now, you heard things that you might have heard somewhere else about simulations, about mimicking real world, about realistic view, and maybe synthetic data. So what we do today that is different from what we did 10 years ago, 5 years ago. As I said, AI become more complex, and it can understand more complex tasks and be able to interact in a more complex way with a simulated environment or even the real life environment. And it really it's not enough to just train on the good old data set of trajectories, of video camera feed, etc. Now you also need to understand what really happened in real world for robots. So what is it? Anyone who ever tried to turn on a robot and failed immediately, or has a robot that crashed in somewhere around the first day of work, know that robots and hardware generally is very hard to do. It's easy to train in simulation. It's easy to start training policies in AI in the software domain, but it's hard to do the jump into the physical world. So what we need to do that, we need to mimic the failures. We need to mimic the things that actually happen to the hardware. And this is a big part of what we do. We mimic failures in any component of the real robot. And I'm going to do something that usually probably shouldn't do when you talk in a webinar. I'm going to show you a live demo of just an example of what I mean. So I'm going to real quick show you a drone that will fly in the desert. And this drone will start off by doing everything very easily. It will take off, and you again will see maybe stuff that happens in different simulation, different environments. And of course, I can change weather. I can make the time fly. I can make clouds denser or not cloudy at all. I can even make wind blow and affect the dynamics of my drone during flight. But this drone didn't have any problem at all flying. So what we need to do to make it learn, to make it understand the world and make it try to deal with failures. We maybe need to make the motors work not as good and see if it can adapt with his controller to fix this. And maybe the things are degrading. And so the drone need to have the agent or whatever is controlling it understand the dynamic situation where hardware degrades, where hardware fails, and learn how to deal with it. So this is just, I'm going to show you a very, very simple examples of sensors, of other very, very shallow examples of what this simulation software can do. In here, okay, the gyro got a bias, and now this drone, it doesn't have a very good controller for a failed bias, so it starts spinning out of control. And of course, I can go on and on. Unfortunately, I don't have too much time left, so I'm gonna cut myself short. I'm just gonna say that this is just the tip of the iceberg, and the simulation software, and what I can tell you from my experience is you need to get real deep and understand your hardware. And this is really the moat that we have in SPHERA. We understand deeply the hardware. We're not just a software company. We're over a decade robotics company that understand the hardware, understand what can go wrong, understand each type, each motor, each kind of sensor, and can incorporate it in the simulated space. So you can train without risk. You can really take the current level of intelligence that can be achieved to the limit and not only stay in the domain of the old, nice, clean world that we used to work with. And just the few last words that I want to share with you.
Yeah, sure, Omri. A few words, and then we have Stephen Palmer from Eigenface. Don't forget.
Yeah. Okay. So just 2 minutes.
No. We don't have, Omri.
Okay.
We are out of time.
So if
90
you guys
minutes flights.
wanna know a bit more, feel free to contact me. It was a pleasure. Thank you, Barak.
No, sure, Omri. I'm sorry about this sharp cut. And this is actually fascinating. I really like SPHERA, and I think that what Omri is doing is amazing, fascinating. This is how we can push the world ahead, and we have.